Did you know that the average American driver wastes over $300 a year on fuel myths that simply don't work? That's right. While gas prices keep climbing, people are throwing away money on fuel-saving tricks that actually do more harm than good. From premium gas fantasies to morning fill-up fairy tales, these myths aren't just wrong, they're expensive. Today, we're going to expose 9 of the most dangerous fuel myths that are probably draining your wallet right now. Subscribe to our channel for news, updates, and information in the automotive world, and hit that like button if you like what you see. Number 9, premium gas makes your engine run better. Every time you pull up to the pump, you see those 3 options staring back at you: regular, mid-grade, and premium. And somewhere in the back of your mind, you're wondering, maybe my car would run better with the good stuff? After all, it's called premium for a reason, right? Wrong. Here's the cold hard truth. If your car isn't specifically designed for premium fuel, you're literally throwing money away. We're talking about wasting an extra 50 cents per gallon. That's roughly $200 to $300 per year for absolutely zero benefit. But what about all those claims about premium gas cleaning your engine and improving performance? Pure marketing nonsense. According to the Federal Trade Commission, all grades of gas contain the same detergents and cleaning agents. The only difference is the octane rating, which prevents engine knocking in high-performance engines designed for premium fuel. Here's what the car manufacturers don't want you to know. About 70% of cars on the road today are designed for regular gas. If you're putting premium in one of these vehicles, you're not helping your engine, you're just helping oil companies' profit margins. Number 8, filling up in the morning saves money. You've probably heard this one from that friend who swears they're a fuel efficiency expert. Always fill up your tank in the morning when it's cold outside. You'll get more gas for your money because cold gas is denser. This myth sounds scientifically plausible, which makes it even more dangerous. But here's what your morning fill-up friend doesn't understand. Gas stations store their fuel in underground tanks, typically 8 to 10 feet below ground. At that depth, the temperature stays nearly constant regardless of whether it's 6 a.m. or 6 p.m. Even better, modern gas pumps are calibrated to adjust for any temperature variations. It's a system called automatic temperature compensation, and it ensures you get the same amount of fuel energy whether you fill up during a morning frost or a summer heat wave. Want to know how much money this myth is costing people? A study by Consumer Reports found that drivers who go out of their way to fill up in the morning waste an average of $75 per year in extra driving alone. That's right, you're actually losing money trying to save money. Number 7, topping off your tank gets you more gas. We've all done it. The pump clicks off, but we squeeze in a few more drops trying to round up to the next dollar or squeeze in that last bit of fuel. It feels like you're getting a better deal, doesn't it? Here's the shocking truth. When you top off your tank, that extra gas isn't going into your car. It's being sucked back into the station's tanks through the vapor recovery system. But that's not even the worst part. This harmless habit can cost you thousands in repairs. Modern cars have something called an EVAP system, evaporative emission control system, which includes a charcoal canister designed to trap fuel vapors. When you top off your tank, you risk flooding this system with liquid fuel. A damaged EVAP system? That's a repair bill ranging from $200 to $1,500. And until you fix it, your car will run less efficiently, burning even more gas than before. But wait, it gets worse. That extra fuel you're forcing it creates a cascade of potential problems. When gas spills during topping off, it can eat away at your car's paint, leading to costly repairs that easily exceed $500. In hot weather, that extra fuel expands in your tank, creating dangerous pressure that can damage your fuel system. This unnecessary stress often triggers your check engine light, sending you on a wild goose chase to the mechanic. Even more concerning, many manufacturers consider topping off to be an abuse of the fuel system, potentially voiding parts of your warranty. Number 6, modified air intakes and performance chips save fuel. Here's a myth that's making aftermarket parts companies rich. Install our special air intake or plug in our performance chip and you'll see amazing fuel savings. These companies promise fuel economy improvements of 10%, 20%, or even 30%. But hold on to your wallet because this one's going to make your blood boil. Independent testing by the EPA's National Vehicle and Fuel Emissions Laboratory revealed that most of these devices either have no effect on fuel economy or actually make it worse. Out of over 100 fuel-saving devices tested, none delivered the promised improvements. Even worse, some of these upgrades can damage your engine's computer systems, leading to repair bills upwards of $1,000. Want to know how much money people waste on these false promises? The average performance chip costs between $300 to $500, and a high-flow air intake system run about $200 to $400. Add in professional installation, and you're looking at nearly $1,000 spent chasing fairy tales. That money would buy you about 250 gallons of gas at today's prices. Number 5. Running your AC destroys fuel economy. Every summer, you'll hear people claim that running your car's AC is burning through your gas tank. They'll tell you to roll down the windows instead. But here's what modern testing reveals. This myth is completely outdated. Today's automotive AC systems are remarkably efficient. According to tests by SAE, Society of Automotive Engineers, using your AC at highway speeds typically reduces fuel economy by just 1 to 4%. But here's where it gets interesting. Rolling down your windows at speeds over 45 miles per hour creates aerodynamic drag that can reduce fuel economy by up to 20%. Let's look at the real costs in everyday terms. When you're cruising down the highway for an hour with your AC running, you're only using an extra 2 to 0.4 gallons of gas, a minimal cost for staying comfortable. However, if you think rolling down your windows is the smarter choice, think again. At highway speeds, those open windows create so much drag that you could burn up to an entire gallon of extra gas on the same trip. And trying to tough it out with everything closed? Well, besides being downright miserable, it can be dangerous in hot weather, affecting both your comfort and concentration on the road. Number 4. Cruise control always saves gas. This myth has a grain of truth, but following it blindly could actually be costing you money. Yes, cruise control can help save fuel on perfectly flat highways by maintaining a steady speed. But in the real world, it's not that simple. Modern testing shows that on hilly terrain, cruise control can actually increase fuel consumption by up to 20%. Why? Because your cruise control isn't smart enough to read the road. It tries to maintain the same speed uphill, burning excessive fuel, and doesn't take advantage of momentum on downhills. According to extensive testing, cruise control's effectiveness varies dramatically depending on your driving conditions. On flat highways, you'll see modest fuel savings of about 5 to 7% as the system maintains a steady speed. However, when the story is tackled in hilly terrain, it changes completely. Cruise control can actually waste 10 to 20% more fuel by aggressively maintaining speed on inclines rather than letting the car naturally slow slightly. In city driving, where speeds constantly vary due to traffic and lights, cruise control shows no meaningful impact on fuel consumption either way. These findings suggest that smart use of cruise control, activating it on flat highways but taking manual control on hills, is the key to maximizing your fuel economy. Number 3. Manual transmissions always save more fuel. This myth is like that old uncle who keeps telling you how things were better back in his day. Yes, manual transmissions used to be the fuel efficiency champions, but times have changed dramatically. Modern automatic transmissions have evolved far beyond their gas-guzzling ancestors. Today's automatics often have 8, 9, or even 10 speeds, compared to the typical 5 or 6 speeds in manual cars. More shockingly, the EPA's own data shows that automatic versions of the same car often get better mileage than their manual counterparts. That 2 mpg difference means automatic drivers save about $150 per year in fuel costs, yet people still pay $800 to $1,200 extra for manual transmissions, thinking they'll save money. Talk about an expensive misconception. Number 2. Starting your car uses more gas than idling. This myth is probably costing you money every single day. You've heard it before. Don't turn off your engine for short stops because restarting uses more gas than letting it idle. This outdated advice comes from the age of carbureted engines. We might as well be getting fuel tips from horse and buggy drivers. Here's the scientific truth. Modern fuel-injected engines use virtually no extra fuel to restart. Studies by the Department of Energy show that idling for just 10 seconds uses more fuel than restarting your engine. The numbers paint a startling picture. Just 10 minutes of daily idling wastes about 50 cents in fuel, which adds up to roughly $180 wasted every year. Even more shocking, unnecessary idling across America collectively wastes about 6 billion gallons of fuel annually. This isn't just about personal savings. It's a massive nationwide waste of resources that affects everyone's wallet. And here's the part that really hurts. While you're sitting there idling, thinking you're saving money, you're actually increasing engine wear, creating unnecessary emissions, and literally burning money. Number 1. Fuel additives boost mileage and performance. The biggest and most expensive myth of all. Those miracle fuel additives that promise to boost your mileage, clean your engine, and probably make you breakfast too. This is a $400 million industry built almost entirely on false promises. The Federal Trade Commission has tested hundreds of these products, and the results are shocking. Most fuel additives provide zero measurable benefits. Some even harm your engine. Yet companies keep selling these miracle-in-a-bottle solutions for $10 to $20 per treatment. When you break down the real costs of using fuel additives, the numbers tell a sobering story. A typical treatment runs about $15, and manufacturers recommend using them 4 to 6 times per year. This means you're spending between $60 to $90 annually on these products. But here's the kicker. Scientific testing shows these additives provide zero proven fuel savings. You're literally pouring money down your gas tank, hoping for improvements that never materialize. The only additives your car needs are already in your gas. Every major gas station uses detergent additives that meet EPA requirements. Anything extra is just draining your wallet. Which of these myths were you falling for? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that like button on your way out. See you in the next video.